Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A family dog goes missing, found dead in a Detroit City park.
There appears to be a bullet wound to the back of the head, but we won't know the actual cause of death until we get the report back.
A Farmington Hills family wants to know what happened to their dog, Duchess, who went missing about a week ago and was found dead at Rouge Park.
Was the dog murdered? That's what local pet owners are worried about tonight. Investigative reporter Karen Drew got the tip a few days ago. She's been following ever since. Karen, this isn't the first dog found there either.
Oh, this is just heartbreaking, Ty and Kim. I've been reporting on this issue for more than a year. I want to set the scene for you. So this is Rouge Park. It's huge. It's like 1,100 acres. I want to show you exactly where that family dog was. It was right here. It was Outer Drive here, just a little north of Plymouth Road. Take a look.
Food.
Greg Donagian is from Wyandotte. He spends some of his free time in Rouge Park feeding the stray dogs.
Doggy treats.
But as he does that, he's making some really disturbing discoveries like this. He found this dead dog just a couple days ago. We called the city to let them know and then waited for city crews to come and pick up the animal.
We weren't alerted of the situation until we received the call from your station.
The dog had a microchip. We found out her name was Duchess.
This one kind of suspicious, as well as the other one from yesterday. It was in a bag on the side of the road, and I don't know if someone just dumped it there. That one, I think someone just dumped.
I've been exposing this canine crisis for more than a year. We're at Rouge Park, and I can tell you I think the dog is here because it smells. Yeah. Okay. How many dead dogs are there?
Several. We're starting to find a lot more, like bags over their heads. I think it's the third one. You okay, buddy?
That was last year when we talked to Greg. He keeps photos of the dogs he's rescued. Now the count is up to 67.
Now that it's warming up, people are out and about. I'm afraid it's going to get bad again. There are times we get a half dozen, every couple days. Donagian says he wants to see rescues step up and help. I just don't understand.
Before it gets worse.
I want to see if, violent death, which I'm predicting it was probably, the way it's laying there. So just with people just, bringing them out here to kill them or just shooting the strays again.
He also hopes the city will do more in terms of patrolling the park.
We're not getting these reports. So that's why if people see something, whether they're stray, whether they're dead, whether they see the actual dumping, we ask that they give us a call.
So what should you do? If you see a dog that's dead, in distress, you definitely need to report something to animal control. You can call them at 313-922-DOGS, 313-922-DOGS. Also, the city of Detroit has a webpage specifically for reporting stray animals. We did put a link to that under this story at clickondetroit.com. You'll find that on the investigations page. When we were talking with the city, they were telling us a lot of times people are reporting this to the wrong place. Right. They're calling Detroit. They're calling different places. So make sure to use the website, use that number. But I do have to tell you, the gentleman we were talking to says it gets warmer, and he does. He sees more dogs. It's so disturbing to report this, that people are literally killing stray dogs or dumping them there. But they need people to report.
Yeah.
So, and I hope I'm not back giving an update.
Right.
I hope that
we hope not. Great job on this story, though.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Well, the defense team for former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Sher is continuing to make their case. They say Sher was acting in self-defense when he shot and killed Patrick Lyoya, who was seen on video grabbing at the officer's taser. Sher shot and killed Lyoya 3 years ago during a lengthy physical fight before the shooting where Lyoya was resisting arrest. The big focus today was by the defense on how exhausted Sher was from struggling with Lyoya for so long. Video of the incident was shown over and over again to the jury, showing the two struggling over Sher's taser before the fatal gunshot was fired. Witnesses for the defense say Sher was in danger from being so physically exhausted, and if Lyoya got a hold of the taser, what could have happened next?
And is then at a point where he's exhausted and has very little options other than the use of deadly force to stop the ongoing assault.
The defense has called 9 witnesses so far, and things could wrap up as early as tomorrow or early next week. And just a reminder, whenever the trial is in session, you can watch it live. We are streaming it on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com from start to finish.
A Northville Township man is accused of luring a 14-year-old girl to his home, sexually assaulting her, and trying to keep her in his basement. Police say 22-year-old Charles Willis first contacted the girl through Snapchat. Detectives say last Friday he paid for her 2-hour Uber ride to his house. Then early Sunday morning, someone found her walking alone in the area of 7 Mile and Sheldon Roads.
Not really knowing anybody in the area, not having any support, not being able to reach out and call for help or have the ability to reach out to someone and say, hey, I need some help right now. It's certainly, again, I imagine very terrifying.
We're learning Willis was out on bond from another pending case at the time. He's being held on $1 million bond. Police think there may be more victims out there and hope anyone who knows anything comes forward.
The Department of Justice has filed suit to stop the state of Michigan from taking legal action against fossil fuel companies. This comes as President Trump has directed the U.S. Attorney General to stop state laws that may impede energy production. The complaint against our state reads as follows, quote, Michigan intends to sue fossil fuel companies to seek damages for alleged climate change harms at a time when states should be contributing to a national effort to secure reliable sources of domestic energy. Michigan is choosing to stand in the way of that. This nation's constitution and laws do not tolerate this interference. We reached out to Attorney General Dana Nessel for reaction, and here it is. She says this, quote, if the White House or Big Oil wish to challenge our claims, they can do so when our lawsuit is filed. They will not succeed in any attempt to preemptively bar our access to make our claims in the courts. Quote goes on to say, quote, I remain undeterred in my intention to file this lawsuit. The president and his big oil donors so fear.
All right, it's almost time for Game 6 between the Pistons and the Knicks. Detroit is hoping to win a home playoff game at LCA for the first time ever.
Yeah, that would set up an epic Game 7 showdown in the Big Apple. We can't wait to see that. Hobie Artigue is live for us at Little Caesars Arena tonight. Hobie, this series, I love it. I love it. It has a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yes, it has been that way. But guys, the energy in this building, it was through the roof for Games 3 and Games 4. It will be again tonight. And that is something the Pistons will try to match on the floor tonight, going for their first home playoff win since 2008. Of course, the no call has played a role in this series. That was on Sunday night. But slow starts have also played a part in the Pistons' demise here at home this postseason. That's something they will try to fix tonight in front of this crowd. It is, though, all part of this team's learning experience from day one to now. And after all they have been through so far, they feel built from moments like this, where it's win or go home.
They've learned. They exceeded all expectations. Now just time to go out there and just execute. Like I said, these guys' backs been against the wall since last year.
When we started the season, took a couple months, honestly, for us to grow, trust the process, trust the system, things like that. For us to continue to grow, now we're doing it game by game, now quarter by quarter. When we do something in the first half, we know better to do better in the second half. So this team's growth has grown tremendously, and we're just going to continue to grow in each game, each minute.
And you saw in that video of Isaiah Stewart practicing during shoot-around today, but we got the official word he is out for Game 6 tonight, now missing 5 straight games after he got hurt in Game 1. But Tim Hardaway Jr. told me earlier today, this game, of course, Cade Cunningham is going to get his, but it's about the role players stepping up. They will have to be the driving force to force a Game 7 in New York on Saturday afternoon. We're live at LCA tonight. Hobie RT, Local 4.
They can do it. All of these games have been really close, and let's hope they can put something together tonight. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Hobie, thank you.
They got this. Thanks, Hobie. A well-known Waterford restaurant is gone, destroyed by fire. Firefighters got to the Fork and Pint. It's located on Cass Elizabeth Road. This was around 6 this morning. You see all that smoke. Crews found the fire had already engulfed the entire building when they got there, causing it to collapse. Thankfully, fire crews were able to stop the flames from spreading to neighboring homes. One firefighter did get hurt just a little bit and was treated and released from the hospital.
The Grosse Ile Parkway Bridge shut down today and will remain closed for at least 8 weeks so crews can complete structural repairs. Sky 4 over the Grosse Ile Toll Bridge, which is now the only way to get on and off the island. Wayne County says the Parkway Bridge will be off limits to both cars and marine traffic while repairs are underway. Drivers are being asked to follow detour signs and allow extra travel time.
All right. Well, of course, many of us look forward to the summer months, but if you're a parent, you know just how the end of the school year can bring you some unique stressors. We're going to get to Dr. McGeorge in just a little bit, but right now, many of us, of course, are wondering what the forecast is going to do this afternoon. We've been seeing some changes over the last few hours. Kim Adams is joining us now with the latest on that. Hey, Kim.
Yeah, we've seen some good changes and some not so good changes. Our temperatures are going up, but we've still got some rain out there that we need to talk about. Most of Metro Detroit is dry, but I want to zoom in here on one little area of rain just to the northwest of Fenton. So if you're in Ortonville or Oxford, the northern part of Oakland County, you might get a brief downpour and then it will come to an end. But even out to the west, we're still tracking a few showers. You can see, just outside Mount Pleasant and south. We'll expand the view a bit for you here and kind of take a better look at where those showers are. They just moved through Grand Rapids and now about to head into Lansing and Jackson and eventually here to Metro Detroit. Not severe. I do have lightning detector on and there are a couple strikes in there, but not the wind that we would need for a severe thunderstorm. One thing that has changed here just within the last 30 to 40 minutes is that our temperatures have really started to go up. In fact, we look out to the west and there are temperatures that are all the way into the 70s, and we were just in the 50s about an hour ago. Metro was at 71, now back down to 66. Changes to the weekend forecast that if you have outdoor plans you're going to want to know about. We'll talk about it in a minute.